Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Have you ever known someone that started making an opulence amount of money and they in turn started acting different, right? They started acting brand new. Who here knows someone like that? If not, it's because it's you. I'm sure that, we've all known someone like that in our lives. Sometimes it's because, we're just in the right place at the right time and we start making money. And other times it's because we work for it, right? There's something called in us that we have that's called motivation. Now, motivation is something that cannot necessarily be taught. You either have it or you don't. Now, sometimes we do need encouragement, and that is why people like, Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, they make tons of money. So, let's examine motivation for a second. Motivation, what does motivation mean? Anyone?
Get you out of your seat and do something.
Yes, motivation by definition is actually a general desire or willingness to do something. So there are what are some synonyms of motivation?
Drive.
Okay, anyone else?
Determination.
Ambition and enthusiasm.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I can read some.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah. Haters.
Yeah, so we have ambition, drive, determination, enthusiasm. All of those are synonyms of motivation. Now, for that, we have Frederick Hertzberg, actually, it's a psychologist that became one of the most influential names in business management. He actually has a 3-part needs theory. One would be the need for power. The next would be the need for achievement, and the last one would be the need for affiliation. I actually broke these theories down. Okay.
Oh my.
The need for power. I actually call that the Trump factor. We all know why we call that the Trump factor. The reason being is because, some people just simply want power. They want to be in a specific place to, make more money, to have more control over other individuals. And they don't, sometimes, they have good intentions and sometimes they don't. The second one, I call the Taylor factor. That would be me. And the reason why I call it the Taylor factor is because for me, that's where I fall, the need for achievement and growth. And the reason why I fall there is because my motivations are more so not necessarily monetary, even though I need the monetary in order to do the things that I need to do to accomplish. But mainly it's, the drive of my parents and my family, making sure that my parents never have to live in a home and that they can stay at home and I'll have someone to take care of them. And the third one I call the humane factor. And the reason being is affiliation. Some people just want to be a part of certain organizations, even political parties. Sometimes they don't necessarily care. They're just there just to be a part of the organization, for the perks, what have you. Now, all three of these parts can be positive or negative. It just depends on who it's coming from, right? Depends on the individual. Even the need for power. Even though I put Trump there, we all love the Donald. So, with that said, I actually there's some components to a motivated person. Some components are obsession. Some people are, obsessed of doing something particular. Goal setting, most times you cannot reach a lot of your goals unless you, you reach a lot of what you're looking to do unless you set goals. Consistency, I've learned that consistency is a key to a motivated person and making sure they achieve these goals. And education. So those are some components to a motivated person. With that said, I actually have learned that I discovered that we grow in our careers and our lives, and sometimes you think that the person is acting brand new when necessarily they are just starting to shift their lives, and they start hanging out with family and friends or different people that are on the same wavelength as them. So, not necessarily them saying that they're better than you, but what do we think when someone stops hanging out with you when they used to? Oh, she's acting brand new, right? Or we say they think they're better than us now that they're riding in a range. All of those things that we think, sometimes if that's not necessarily the case, it's just by default. So I understood that, and I decided that I would create a group called Motivated Tigress. And that involves myself and 5 of my friends. We actually meet once a month, and that allows us to work together to build ourselves up. We all have goals, and we're all very motivated individuals. Just a quick to show you guys my group, Motivated Tigress. We meet on a weekly basis. There is one of the members here. The second member, I don't know if I have time to go over what they all do, but we're all entrepreneurs in a specific way. There's me, of course. Then we have Jessica here. We have Alexis, and we have Samantha. And this is my motivation here, my family. That's my dad. He's actually one of my mentors. My mom and I, we went to dinner the other day, hanging out. My family. I was born and raised in DC, so that's back home in Maryland. My family there for Christmas. And my nephew, my pride and joy. So with that said, I would like to leave you all with a quote. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started, and that will help motivate you. Thank you.